Okay, so they basically discovered a new type of supernovae, and I've been saying this for years that, you know, there's a lot of strange things that happen in the universe, especially with like quantum physics and cosmology that you can look at, or even physics. But basically the way this one works is it explodes, but to the point where it's a weak explosion. The whole, like usually when a supernova blows up, everything in its surrounding gets annihilated and it just returns back to the star nebulous. But what's really interesting, or it just collapses and then gravity implodes on itself, but there was no balance in between for the most part. Somehow they found out that the material would create such a weak explosion and all the material would still be there, but like it would still be just a radioactive form. And this can explain why you have like a lot of radiation, such as like the Crab Nebula, for example. The Crab Nebula was a constellation that was, you can find images of it on the internet, but it's like so bright and you could see it so far away in our galaxy. But the distance between it is because they believe that that was caused by the same kind of supernova that was described here recently. It was, there's reasons to believe that depending on how a star dies in the final moments, it also would make sense because it also, you know, if you look at a star cycle, you can also tell like what kind of star gets to what depending on how it originally forms. Like there's stars out there, for example, that they're what is known as, I'm trying to remember what they're like these little brown stars that they don't burn as hot, but they have a much longer life cycle because they're not going to burn out their fuel, their helium, their hydrogen, and then eventually they would. There's even a star out there where it's actually -degrees Celsius and degrees Fahrenheit, and you know, you think that's just insane, but there's some weird things science has found, and it's usually just rare events like this that have hypothesized and proven that stars can do some of the weirdest things, to cause and effect rather, and the proof is right there. You just have to analyze the physical properties of said object, but it's right there though. So if I find more information about this, I'll make more videos about it, but I figure I'll just let you know that this is like more proof that the universe is a very strange place indeed.